Testing. 1, 2, 3.
And also, chronologically speaking, is it before or after the one we just saw?
All of the Toho games play in chronological order.
Okay.
From 1st to 17th.
Okay, so this is game 8?
10.
10, okay.
I didn't 1cc them in chronological order.
Got you.
Because some are easier or harder than others.
Okay, so what's the story on this one?
So in this one, another competing shrine has appeared at the top of Yokai Mountain.
Oh shit!
And so
Reimu's gotta go find another shrine maiden.
Yes.
And be like, get the fuck off my turf, you bitch!
But then they agree to just share turf.
Okay. She's like, get off my turf! And then they're like, how about no? And then she's like, okay, you're right, bye.
This is also the only Toho game that I've went ahead and 1cc'd every single shot type available.
Got you. So was this was in September then?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
I really like the music in this game.
It is pretty nice. God, I'm reminded of Black Hawk Striker with these games. Because Black Hawk Striker, I think, was the first bullet hell either of us encountered.
Yeah, when I first tried to explain to Mom and Dad what Toho was, I basically told them that it was Black Hawk Striker, except...
magical girls instead of helicopters.
Yeah. Everyone's a girl, it's based on Japanese mythology, it's much, much harder
than Black Hawk Striker.
And it also has some of the best music you will ever hear.
Yeah. You know what game, and I will take this with me to the grave, is that I am so fucking pissed that we only had Cannonball for a month and then it fucking disappeared. I was so good at Cannonball. I'm so mad that we don't have Cannonball and that there's no equivalent of Cannonball that I'm aware of, at least. Cannonball, for reference, was, there was this website called Wild Games that Russell used to mass download a fuck ton of copies of his favorite games to the home computer. It was an interesting time, but one of the games was this game called Cannonball, and it was a, you had a cannon that was on a hill, and you had to try and shoot down other cannon hills. I'm trying to think of, there's this stick figure tank game that's similar-ish, but you can move the tanks. I don't know. But it was one of my favorite games because I was super good at it. And then it fucking disappeared into the void and we couldn't re-download it because it was no longer available on the Wild Games website. And I am so pissed. My 7-year-old me will never not be upset that Cannonball no longer exists. Sorry, I just had to go on a tangent about Cannonball for a second. I got reminded.
You know what's really funny?
What?
There's a game based on Toho called Toho Cannonball.
So it's not. It was like a clearly pirate-themed Cannonball game. But.
Except Toho Cannonball isn't actually an artillery game. It's a gacha game.
So Cannonball is an artillery game then, or?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know because I know 3 types of games: bullet hell, Portal, and horror games, and that's it. Oh, also okay, well that's a first-person shooter. So Portal is a first-person shooter technically speaking.
Yeah.
So FPS, horror, and bullet hells, and then I guess I also know Solitaire really well. And whatever the fuck was Marble Blaster.
Puzzle platformer.
Yeah, puzzle platformer.
Platformers. Fighting games.
Gotcha. Okay, I know more than 3 game types, but there are 3 specific game types that I'm drawn to. They are puzzle games, puzzle first-person shooters, and horror games. Ooh, look at them cards. So who's this person?
Huh?
Who's the boss we're about to go up against?
We're about to fight Hina... whatever her last name is. Check out her face. Oh.
I can't see her face!
Oops.
Hina Kageyama.
Yes. So, Hina's known for two things. Spinning and a really iconic face.
Holy shit, look at them eyeballs. Just like, look into my eyes, bitch! So who was the first boss in the first stage? Or who were the bosses in the first stage?
They were the Shizuha sisters, Aki and Minoriko.
Got you.
And basically, their whole deal was that they were gods of harvest, gods of fall, that sort of thing.
Got you.
And Reimu just fought them because they were in the way.
I am walking to kick some ass. Oh, look!
In fact, technically, all of the bosses in this game are in
just
the way.
In the way.
But, like, this one is actively trying to stop you from going further into Yokai Mountain.
Because she's just like, chill the fuck out, Reimu. And Reimu's like, I have no chill! This is my mountain! Like, I know for a fact that these lights, that these bullets aren't random, but they seem kind of random.
They are random.
Okay, never mind then.
There's extensive amounts of RNG in almost every Toho game.
But they all seem so orderly. But I guess the RNG is like how long a sequence is and how many numbers are in the sequence, or whatever.
Does this song sound familiar to you?
Isn't it a slowed down version of Death Waltz?
You gotta think that about every song, aren't you?
Yes! Because I'm a chaotic dumbass. I'm trying. Is this a theme song?
Yeah, this was used as a theme song for a lot of episodes in Memories of Phantasm.
Okay.
Just happens to be one of the songs that was that they added vocals to.
Because I know two Toho songs, and it's Bad Apple and Death Waltz.
That's a lot of people, though.
I am a normie, so.
Like, yeah, when most people are introduced to Toho, they only know about 3 songs from the games.
Wait, so what's the third song I'm missing?
Night of Nights.
What's that one sound like?
It's from the drum game.
Oh, that one! You see, I didn't recognize the song. I recognized Reimu, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta send this to Russell. I did not recognize the song itself. I just saw Reimu, and I was like, oh shit, that's a Toho!
Considering all the songs that I played while driving the car back in Utah, they're just kind of unvalidating.
At the time, there was a lot more Smash game. A lot more Smash. And I was waiting for the Cro-Mag Rally songs to pull up. I sat through the Smash and the Toho just for the Cro-Mag Rallies. Oh, racing games. That's my other favorite kind of game. Is racing games. I love Mario Kart. I love Cro-Mag Rally. That Ford racing game. Like we were like tied for high scores on that game.
Ford Racing 2.
Ford Racing 2. Holy fucking Christ. Oh no! Oh god, that's horrifying.
This one's really easy when you figure it out.
Yeah, once you figure it's horrifying at first glance, but it makes a lot of sense.
That's how a lot of bullet patterns are, honestly.
That's fair.
This one is a big pile of bullshit.
Well, yeah, because it's just
a lot of randomness.
Yeah. So I guess by meaning, when talking about the bullet, the card rules, meaning just means like, you know, like representative meaning and not necessarily like has to be mathematically predictable.
Yeah, it's gotta have some kind of tie to the person or yokai, like either their species, their history,
or like if they're like an elemental type, then it has to do with
their occupation.
Their occupation. Who's that rule ombudsman fucker?
Oh, does this song sound familiar?
Is it one of the end titles? Because I know for a fact it's not Death Waltz and it's not Bad Apple.
I just made a meme with this song.
Oh, it's been a while. You have to keep in mind I've seen so many memes that some of them start to blow together.
I see.
Also, like memes that I don't have much understanding of tend to go in one ear, stay there for a moment, and then out the other ear, which makes me a bad meme lord, but also... I'll have to show you some of the funniest Wallace and Gromit memes.
I've seen a lot of them. Okay, so this character is interesting because a lot of the fandom, or a fair portion of the fandom, likes to imagine that this character is racist.
Why?
Because she wears a white robe.
Okay.
There are MAGA Momiji memes.
Yikes. All the characters are Japanese, though. Like, if you're gonna say that a Japanese yokai or god is racist, you can't use American standards for that racism.
Exactly!
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like yeah, some subcultures of East Asian cultures can be racist, but you can't attribute the same racist dog whistles in America to the racist dog whistles of, like, Japanese racist culture. Because they have different cultural norms.
Oh, something else interesting about the game, this game in particular, is that it actually uses power-based bombing, which means that it consumes a level of power every time you bomb.
And you want to try and keep your power at max. Which is, it looks like 5.
It looks, but in this game, like your maximum bullet power is at 4.
I love the eyebrow twitches that happen there as this.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway, so back to power levels.
But in this game, and in every game actually, your maximum power level is at 4. But this game lets you go up to power level 5, which essentially means that you have 1 free bomb at max power.
Interesting. So each bomb takes away 1 power point. So what does it mean when a bonus is failed? Does it mean that it wanted you to get through it without using a bomb, or...?
So, in each spell card, you're able to capture it if you can beat the spell card before the time runs out, and also without spending any bombs or losing any lives.
Okay, so the bonus is basically, did you use a bomb? Fuck you.
Yep.
Donuts.
Aya is one of those rare cases where she's a harder boss than a boss that follows it.
Okay.
So yeah, Aya is harder than the stage 5 boss. And I don't think it's intentional design. I think it's just, you know, the bullet density not being taken into consideration.
That makes sense. So one of the things that determines how hard a boss is density of bullets, basically.
Yeah.
So even though you failed that bonus, you still beat the boss.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Happens a lot.
Okay.
You aren't required to capture any spell cards in order to beat the boss.
Okay. Oh, they're using the, oh fuck, what are those called?
Kunai.
Yeah, the kunai. Me, if I were ever a Toho boss, just like sharp things. Sharp things and spiders. And a lot of rocks. Sharp things made of rocks and spiders. I like their wings. Oh, look at the cantaloupe. Those are colored just like cantaloupe. Like very unripe cantaloupe, but still cantaloupe. Holy fucking shit.
Hail Satan.
That's so many stars.
Does she look familiar to you?
Oh god, why does she look familiar? Is this one of the games that was, no, this wasn't one of the games that was in the series, was it?
Not yet.
Well, her name
But
is...
she appears anyway.
Okay. I'm trying to think, which episode was she in?
She was in a lot.
Okay. But yeah, she does look familiar. I can't place her face, though.
But yeah, that was Sanae Kochiya, who is basically just the rival Shrine Maiden.
Oh, so we're at the final.
No, this is stage 5 still.
Oh. So why was she there, then?
Because.
Just for shits and giggles? So she was like the halfway boss for this stage.
And final. Well, end of stage boss. Not final boss yet.
But isn't she the final boss? Or who's the final boss?
Think. Who do Shrine Maidens serve?
Oh, deities! Oh, so you have to fight a fucking god.
Yes.
Okay. And then the god... So, basically, Reimu's gonna be like, why the fuck are you here? And the god's gonna be like, because? And she's gonna be like, fair enough.
The deal with the Mario Shrine is that they used to be a shrine in the real world, but they weren't getting very much faith, so in order to preserve themselves, they moved their whole shrine to Gensokyo.
Oh, and then... Interesting. So it's a shrine from a different location, but they had to follow where the people were. Okay.
They moved here because this is where all the faith was.
And, like, faith in this concept is it's much more nebulous rather than, like, specific.
Well, I mean, obviously it still means that people are believing in you, but...
Right, yeah, but it's less of a, oh, I believe in this deity, and more of a, like, general respect for and trust in the deities.
Yeah, there's actually a big fat, like, one of the good endings for this game details, well, like, it's basically the final boss of the game talking to the heroine about how faith isn't just belief in the deity, it can also be belief in, like...
The concepts, or in...
It could be belief in your morals, values, that sort of thing.
Got you. So, at the previous time, it was a combination of people not believing the deities, as well as not respecting morals. They were like, this shit sucks. Bye.
It's... The interactions are interesting.
Interesting. Because I know that... Oh, where'd the screen go? Oh, no, where'd it go?
Did the game just crash?
Maybe. I don't know.
Did the game just crash before the final stage?
Rip, rip, rip. Is there any way that we can skip through to the final stage?
Yeah, we should be able to just select the final stage when we're, setting up the replay.
Okay. Ooh. Got the guitar going on.
The music in this game is good.
Valid.
Of course, the music in most of the Toho games is good.
Ahi, the god of wind at the end of what?
The god of wind at the end of the lake.
Okay. Yeah, the deity system within Shinto is very interesting, and it's not one I fully understand just because I haven't had much time to actually evaluate it. Like, I've been more interested in exploring Taoism, not necessarily exploring, but like trying to better understand how Taoism works. Because heritage! But anyways. Who is it that calls to me? Hello, bitch!
Kaneko Yasaka.
And that's the god.
Yep.
Holy fuck, I hate that.
What you're hearing right now is the same leitmotif that's used in the Game Over theme.
Got you. Got you. Because it expects you to lose.
Well, it's, I don't know. It's just the Game Over theme.
Gotcha.
Zune figured he'd add it to the game because he felt that the Game Over screen with silence is a bit too lonely.
Fair.
But then he also comments that it feels even lonelier with the Game Over theme.
Rip. Well, Game Over theme is supposed to make you feel sad.
Yes.
So, he succeeded in that regard. So this is less hard than the previous boss, then?
No, Sanae is less hard than Aya, but this is definitely the most difficult part of the game. I mean, look at this bullshit.
That is some pretty fucking intense bullshit.
Like, look at how wide that angle is.
That is pretty wide.
Oh boy, this is fun.
Wow, bubbles!
And keep in mind, Kaneko is invincible.
So you're just like shooting at her for knives! Holy fucking Christ, I hate that. So you're just trying to focus on avoiding her attacks
Yes.
rather than like actually making hits.
I mean, you do want to take her down.
Right. But if she's invincible, then your hits aren't doing anything.
She's vulnerable in between the attacks.
Okay.
See how she becomes tangible
Yeah.
for little brief periods?
And you're not using your targeted attack right now. Because you need to move faster.
I mean, the auto-aim always works, whether you're focused or not.
Gotcha.
But right now I'm at power level 0. Which
Oh! Because you just died.
means... Well, it's actually because I've used all my bombs.
Rip. And you can't regain your power at this point?
I mean, if I die, or if I defeat one of Kaneko's spell cards, that was not a spell card, by the way.
So you
Which is why...
technically failed, or did you have to, so you had to restart, or?
No, it just wasn't a spell.
Oh,
It was just a normal attack. A really hard-ass one, too.
Oof.
So yeah, I just regained 3 levels of power
Okay.
by dying.
Which is a risk you could take because you have plenty of stars.
Well, I died on my own. I died because of my own folly.
Rip.
Here we go. The final spell that's named after the game. Or the game is named after.
Mountain of Faith. Jeez. Like, it's super pretty in a weird burn your eyes kind of way.
It's pretty until you have to dodge it.
Yeah, and then you're like, fuck! Sorry, that was really loud. I apologize. To everyone's eardrums.
Look at how much health she has. Look at how many lives I have.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the last spell is almost always a big fat test of endurance. And most final spells make the final boss have bomb immunity, which means the boss is completely invulnerable to damage while you're bombing.
Got you.
If you look at Kaneka's fights while I bomb, like you'll see...
I mean, I can't really see, but... So I just stuck at 3.2 rather than going up to 5.
Because I die
Oh, I
at
see.
zero.
Oh, I see. That
I die at 0.
Oh, okay.
If you die at full power, then you can regain...
Oh shit, my bad.
You can regain full power in most games.
So she's dead now. Well, not dead, but like beaten the hell up.
I won.
Nice.
And that was my second ever 1cc. Yay.
Good job.